We have a fair amount of questions, but
Okay.
let's see. I almost wanted to do, I like these kind of actionable steps that we can start doing today to optimize our fertility. I know that they're kind of general tips, but do you mind, sharing
Sure.
some of those tips with us?
Absolutely. So I'll share my screen again. Um, so here are some general tips, and I must emphasize that every case is different. So if you have specific problems, the general tips may help, but they may not fix your specific issues. So here they are. First one is take a prenatal with folinic acid or methylfolate and not folic acid, because if you have MTHFR gene polymorphism, folic acid is going to grind that to a halt, which is not going to be good for your fertility and pregnancy. Um, have a pinch of Himalayan salt in 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or MCT oil twice a day to fuel the adrenals. If the adrenals become exhausted, your pituitary can slow down your thyroid to give adrenals a break. So the cause of poor thyroid function could actually be your adrenals, and flogging the thyroid with drugs is not going to address that. Take a good quality probiotic daily. If you have immune issues, take the LGG variety. Most immune issues originate in the gut and the imbalance of gut flora, and how this imbalance influences the chemical signaling from the gut, which directs your immune system and the endocrine system. Now, your partner should be copying all the changes you're making, because it's a 50-50 equation. You can't only address a half. And a general tip to get pregnant: live now as if you're already pregnant.
Okay, so what do you mean by live now as if you're already pregnant?
It means that, if you were pregnant right now, you wouldn't be eating sushi and oysters and raw foods or salami. You wouldn't be drinking coffee. You wouldn't be drinking alcohol. You wouldn't be training for a marathon. You would be taking certain supplements. You'd be avoiding toxins. You'd be mindful about your diet and nutrition. You'd be going to bed early, making sure that you're resting. You'd be preserving your energy. So it's that kind of stuff. It's just common sense, but for a lot of women, this just doesn't, they don't think about this. They say, okay, once I'm pregnant, I'm going to do that.
Hmm. Well, I mean, so that brings up, I know that we had so much information, but could you just touch base on, I guess the primordial egg cells that become the eggs that we ovulate. So when we talk about preconception care and to act as if we're already pregnant, can you touch base on that so it makes a little bit more sense?
Sure. So it takes 120 days for those primordial cells to mature into the eggs your body will ovulate. So from puberty until menopause, about 5 or 6 of those primordial follicles are selected for maturation, and only 1 or 2 make it for ovulation. So, as mentioned previously, they're just these sleeping dormant cells, and they're just waiting for the wake up call. And when they get the wake up call, their maturation is initiated. And during this 4-month period where they're growing and developing, they need certain nutrients. They need protection from free radicals and toxins. They need energy, and they need optimal environment. So if there is an infection, if there is an immune system attacking them, or some bug attacking them, or if you're lacking crucial nutrients, or if your diet is low in nutrients, or if you're consuming really poor quality fats, then the cell membranes of that egg won't be able to form properly. So there's lots of things that can go wrong in this 4-month period. And when they complete the 4-month period, 1 or 2 of those cells are going to be ready for ovulation. The body's going to discard the other ones, which it thinks are not suitable. And so everything you do in those 4 months can influence the quality of your eggs for better or for worse. And this is what the program is all about. It's all about identifying at the start of the program which deficiencies you have, which toxicities you have, which systems are suffering, addressing those, supporting them with right type of diet and nutrients and lifestyle, and then just, you know, going with it, allowing your body this time to put everything in its place and to nurture these cells properly so that they develop in really good hormonal balance, which is also crucial to their development, and that you can ovulate eggs which are as healthy as possible. Sperm undergoes similar process that takes 76 to 90 days. So it takes approximately 3 months for sperm to be optimized. Since you're trying to get pregnant together, it's 4 months for both. And the same thing happens. The men produce new batches of sperm from puberty until they die. But even for men, old age is a factor. If a man is over 40, he also has, you know, nutrient deficiencies, polymorphisms, toxicities, and other things to take into the account, which are impacting his quality of sperm and the 50% of the DNA he'll be contributing at the time of conception.
Okay, so 4 months, that's the genetic material that will become, you know, half of, right, or and of course with the sperm. And so that's why Dr. Iva really emphasizes act as if you are already pregnant, because that is the genetic material. Okay, thank you for clarifying that.